What's up, guys? Welcome back to MACkite. I'm Jake, and today I'm here with your next favorite binding, the all-new redesigned Reedin Toasties. It's no secret I have my binding preferences. Over the last probably decade, I've leaned strongly towards the Duotone Ergos. I think they set the gold standard. It's not to say some brands didn't come mighty close. The North Flex is stellar. I think the Cabrina Sources are a big level up, but still I think at the top you had the Duotone Ergos or entity bindings. When I jumped on the new Toasties, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little biased. Generally with a 4-strap zone adjustment, it's not my preferred setting. I like the 2-strap with the separate system. I was stoked to be proven really, really wrong. My first impression when I got on the water with these is this is what a binding feels like if you take your most comfortable pair of flip-flops, add a little bit of support, and put it right on your kiteboard. Let's get into the good right off the bat. When you open the box here, you're gonna get your 2 bindings and what seems to be just one piece of hardware. This is actually a spare. Reedin has gone ahead and actually put their hardware right in this little pocket. This is so it's easy to store so you don't lose it when you're traveling with your bindings. And they do have a little call-out tag right here. So when you do receive these, don't panic that you just got one piece of hardware. Open this up, and there's 2 on each side. They're gonna come with a little grommet, and that's gonna allow you to have these zones of adjustment right here. It's got little teeth so it locks in, so it's really easy to set on the board and position. Generally, I would say start with the 0, and then you can adjust accordingly based on your preferences. It does a really great job of locking in and is easy to use once you thread that screw down ever so slightly. The pads themselves right here are super, super cushy. It feels like a memory foam material. I'm not sure that it is, but with these broken up lines too, it does a really great job flexing under your foot. Seriously, if Reedin turned this thing into a pair of flip-flops, I would wear it all over the place. Got a little tow bar right here for holding on. That helps keep you locked in when you jump. Right here on the bottom, you'll see it does have 2 straps on either side. So that's gonna give you that zonal adjustment. I think what Reedin knocked it out of the park with is how thin and flexible this thing is. That goes back to their design ethos where they wanted to make the lightest binding on the market. I believe these are 320 grams. I haven't measured them against other bindings, but they are quite light. It just doesn't feel bulky when it's on your feet. The benefits past that, you know, I guess at the highest level of performance, keeping a really light binding for travel would be useful. For me, that's not the most important feature, but I think that design ethos, making it as light as possible, led to them making some really innovative decisions that again resulted in a super comfortable binding. So this quad zone adjustment, as I said, I think one drawback to this system in the past has been it tends to be a little bit bulkier. So it feels rigid, it feels a bit more rigid. I can't feel like you can just truly lock down. It feels a bit more cumbersome. On this binding, I haven't run into any of those kind of defects. I think in part it's because it's so thin and flexible. So you can pull that, it really, really ratchets it down. In theory, you could run out of a little bit of adjustment room here just because it is one unibody strap. But if you're running into that, you probably just want to size down. This is gonna come in 3 sizes, a small, a medium large, and an extra large. My feet are about 11.5 US. I went with the extra large. That's rated right here on the bottom. You see 12 to 16 US male. I like that little bit of extra flexibility. Although when I do tighten it down, I can tell I'm right near kind of the limit. So just keep that in mind when ordering. Again though, this is a really, really pliable, flexible system. So when you pull it down, because it's so light, you don't feel a lot of material, so you don't have a lot of surface area necessarily rubbing against your feet, so it feels really light. Again, that's a benefit of them focusing on making such a light binding, is it's very, very efficient and everything feels like it should be there. If you're wondering if this is gonna fit on your board, the answer is probably yes. It uses the standard 6-inch spacing, so this will fit on the majority of kiteboards on the market. Honestly, Reedin, out of the park. This is a binding I would recommend to anybody who's looking to up the comfort on their board. Not to diminish any other brand's bindings, I just think this is the industry leader to chase. I know I'll be riding this season. Reedin, thanks for the comfort. As always, thanks for checking out MACkite. We'll see you guys next time.